What's up, everybody? It is Thegoal60 here for Friday, May the 25th, 2018. So yesterday we had the 1C bet with Oakland. They got the job done. They jumped out to a quick lead. I think it was 4-1, and then actually let the Mariners come back a little bit and actually finished up the game 4-3, but did get the win for us. So we move into the weekend with an undefeated week, and we look to keep that going now. So today we've got a lot to talk about. One thing is we've got 6 brand new plays that I'm taking, and I will explain everything that goes around them, in them, on them, everything. So why we are taking those 6 plays. We also had 2 unofficial 4-game series that started up yesterday that went 1-1. And also at the end of the video, I have got a lot of numbers to talk about with you. Just kind of yesterday was a 7-week mark, and it'll be kind of like a report on how we've done up to this point, and kind of give you what the average lines are, what the average of A versus B versus C versus run lines, all that good stuff. So just some interesting stuff that you may like to hear, and if not, it's okay. I'm putting it at the end of the video. So let's jump right into the games, recapping everything from yesterday and moving forward to today. So today there were a lot of 3-game series starting up, 12 to be exact. 3 of those were potential revenge plays. Now one of those did get eliminated, and that was the Angels taking on the Yankees. The Yankees are in the top 3 of the RPI, and therefore that takes the Angels' revenge chance away from them. That is the reason that got eliminated, and that was the first revenge opportunity. The next 2 I did take. That is included in that 6 games that I did take today. But I will say this, they are optional to you, and I will explain why. The first one is the White Sox at Detroit. Both of these teams are in the bottom 3. So it doesn't qualify as, elimination for that, because both of them are grouped together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Currently, the White Sox are at .427, while Detroit is at .440. So it is 13 points. It's within that 15-point range for the White Sox. You look at the price, it's -104. Now, right now, this is why I say this is a optional game. It's the same reason for the other game. They are a slight underdog, very slight. So it is pretty much a coin flip game. And in the past, you've heard me talk about value and the fact that if we took the run line on this, yes, we're getting plus 1.5 runs, but it's -204. It's a full 100 points away from what the money line price is. So we are going to go with the money line today and see if they can't get the outright win. So the first play of the weekend, the first revenge play, is the White Sox -104 over the Tigers. The second revenge play that we'll be taking, the third potential overall, is St. Louis at Pittsburgh. St. Louis is currently at .512, while Pittsburgh is at .494. So St. Louis is actually ahead of Pittsburgh in the RPI, which is a great sign. Also, the same type of situation goes for this game as it did for the other. St. Louis is a team we're looking to take. They're the ones with the revenge in the system. They are actually the underdog by a slight margin. You can get it at even money right now. And Pittsburgh is -110, -115, according to where you're looking at. But in my opinion, this is still a coin flip game. Anything in that range of right around the juice is a coin flip game. So we're going to once again take them to win the game outright. The run line on this one, I believe, is around 186, 185 or something like that. Still too high. So we're just going to take them to win the game. So that's the 2 revenge plays, St. Louis and the White Sox. All right, so next up we got 4 more plays that we did take. The first one being Tampa Bay against Baltimore. Baltimore is currently at .452, while Tampa Bay is at .498. So you look at Tampa Bay, the price is good. It's -146. So Tampa Bay Rays become the next play. Next after that, we have Arizona at Oakland. So we just got off of Oakland, and we're about to be right back on them. Arizona is at .514, while Oakland's at .521. That is good enough to be right above that 5-point differential. And you look at the price on Oakland, and it's -144, We will be taking the A's again at minus 144. Third, we have Toronto at the Phillies. Toronto right now is at .496, while the Phillies are at .538. If you look at the price for the Phillies, you get a 128. So minus 128 with the Phillies is the direction we'll be heading today. That is the third RPI betting system play. And finally, the fourth one is the Padres at the Dodgers. The Padres are coming into this game at .485, while the Dodgers are at .467. You would look at the Padres, and I know that what most of you are thinking is the same thing I am. The Dodgers on an upswing. The Padres are not right now. They're just kind of, playing 500 baseball and whatnot. But we're looking at the run line. They are a heavy underdog in this game. And the run line is minus 131. So you look to take the run line. If they can just stay within 1.5 runs, we'll be fine. So the Padres on the run line plus 1.5 runs at minus 131. That is all the plays. That is all 6 of what we'll be taking this weekend. I'm looking, for a good weekend. Let's keep moving forward. So let's talk about unofficial plays. Yesterday we had 2, which were 2 4-game series. They went 1-1. The Astros did win outright pretty handily, I will say that. And Kansas City then turned around and gave it to Texas pretty handily. So Texas is on their B bet today if you're keeping up with those 4-game series. And they are minus 152. So B bet at minus 152. Yesterday they were right around a coin flip, minus 110. So it's not a lot of risk there yet. All right, so like I said earlier, these numbers are compiled from the first 7 weeks that we have been looking at games. So that is not the first 7 weeks of the season. Obviously, I know there was another week in there before we got started. This is just the lines that we took. This is not even unofficial plays. This is everything that we have taken this season. So this, for A bets on the money line, we are currently 23-27. So right under a winning record, right around 500. I know that may surprise you some, but you can kind of see that trend as it's happening. But then you turn around on the B bet. The B bets this time are 16-8. So immediately that second game has been good to us. 2/3 of the time they are actually coming out and getting the win for us. And I forgot to tell you the average line. So for A bets on the money line so far, the average line is 133. For B bets, it's minus 141. Okay? So as you can see, they did get a little bit higher. I don't know if that's something that maybe that was just kind of a coincidence on rotation, or if that's Vegas saying, okay, this is the better team, and they lost the first game, the chances of them coming out in the second game and winning, and as they have been at 16-8, is very high. So I think that's more along the lines of they're pushing that line up a little bit because they know that the team's going to come out and play a little harder. Now in C bets on the money line, now this is, as you already know in several videos of mine, we've already talked about having C bets have been a little bit of trouble this year. As far as, we hadn't had a lot of luck with them. But we are 5-4 in C-bets, counting yesterday. Counting the A's yesterday, getting it done. So 5-4 with an average line of 179. So on that third day, I'm telling you, I really do think that it's Vegas saying, hey, this team is, I do not want to say the word due, because I don't like that. I think that, when you start thinking about due, somebody is due for a good game, somebody's due for a hit, somebody's due for a win, I don't like that. I think that every day is an individual day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, the revenge system, you're going off of past experience. Yes, I am. I'm going off the human element in that situation. Just because somebody hadn't had a hit in a couple days does not mean they're going to come up there and hit the ball. What it does mean is they took batting practice a little more serious, and hopefully they come out and have a little bit better day. Maybe they do make contact with the ball. So anyways, the average line being 179 on that, that makes the total on all money line bets this year that we've had an average of 141. So under that 150 range, obviously, that being the top, or the kind of the guideline we go from, the parameter. I knew it would be below that, but it is kind of interesting to see how every day, from the A bets, B bets to the C bets, it did progressively get higher. That may be something to look to or keep in mind as we go forward. Let's move to run lines. Run lines have been very good to us this year. A-bet run lines are 12-5. That is huge in my opinion. That's pretty awesome to have that number. Their average line has been 131. So the A-bet run line at 131 is below the money line average at 133, and it has been better to us. So taking the underdog and expecting them to keep it close has been better for us. Turn to B-bets. They're 6-1. Anytime we've had a run line on the B-bet, they are 6-1 with an average line of 131, or 132, excuse me. So it only went up 1 cent on the B-bet. And then on the C-bet is the only time that it's been bad to us is 0-1. We've only had the one occurrence on the C-bet where we've had a run line, and they did lose. And that line was minus 119, so it wasn't that bad. It was actually a lot lower than what was expected. So the average for the 3 A, B, and C bets as a run line has been 131. So that's very good in my opinion. That's pretty awesome that, it's a full 10 cents below what the money line price has been. So you can see that you are paying a premium for favorites. And I mean, that happens, that's expected. I will say this, just in my experience and my observations, the favorite, and this goes for football and baseball, the favorite is, always a little bit higher. You can always get that underdog at a little bit better price than probably you should actually, because the favorite is at a worse price than what it should be. Just by a little bit. It's just because of, average Joe comes in the casino, as soon as he gets there, he wants to throw down a bet. He's excited. He's been on a plane all day. He wants to put down a bet even maybe before he even goes to his room. He walks up there and instead of looking at everything, he's like, oh, there's a favorite. They're, good price. I'll take them. He don't even worry about doing the research, just takes the bet quick. So I feel like the prices are skewed a little bit or inflated. Not necessarily skewed, but inflated. So totals for A bets, money lines and run lines combined, the average price is 133. On B bets combined, the average price is 139. And on C bets, the average price is 173. Totals for the whole thing, the average price that we have paid this year is 139. So that's not too bad. I think that's, it's kind of expected. If you've been keeping up with this, you expect that, just because one of the parameters is about price, and it's staying around that 150 mark or below. Like I said, we have went up to 160 in that first game. Now, if you're just now new to this, the first game is what I'm talking about on the price. Obviously, we try to project and think about who's coming up in rotation, look at price for the next 2 days, but you can't guarantee a price. But you can try to get a good idea of where it's going to be. And of course, we have had several times this year that have been complete, shock, just didn't know how that line came out, didn't know what the factors were they were looking at there. I do appreciate you looking at all these or listening to all these numbers with me and watching the video today. It is Friday. We've got the 6 total plays today, including 2 revenge plays. So I hope you can tell that I'm pretty happy, pretty excited. So have a great Memorial Day weekend. Of course, I'll be with you every single day in the mornings, hopefully trying to get these videos out. I'm still having a good time with this, still enjoying it. And I do enjoy that you guys give feedback and do watch these videos on a daily basis. Have a great Friday, and I will see you tomorrow morning.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Hey guys, I had to actually cut out a large clip of about 3 minutes worth of me talking about the unofficial 3-game bets today, just because there is a limit on how long your video can be to get onto YouTube. So I'm going to rapidly go through this really quick. And then I will go into more detail on them tomorrow. So the 3-game unofficial plays: Seattle minus 188, the Cubs minus 203, the Rockies minus 188, and the Nationals minus 272. Like I said, I will talk about these more tomorrow, but I had to cut that out and had to get a really quick clip in here for the video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow morning.